Good evening, you guys. This is Tracy coming back to you with another video. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much. I want you to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to be notified when your girl upload another video when I go live. Make sure you like, share, and comment. That's it, you guys. That's it. So, as you guys know, I just had a loss. I lost my dad and I buried him today. It was very hard for me. My daughter came here from Southern California.
Mercedes, hi.
She wouldn't let me introduce her, y'all. Can I introduce her first? Look. Anyway, this is my daughter from Los Angeles.
Hi.
Mercedes. So anyway, my daughter said, Mom. So she got these. Here, go ahead and tell them what you got. And what we're going to make.
The bouquet from my papa's funeral had some stuff on it, like grandfather, so I grabbed this. And I grabbed a whole bunch of the flowers, different type of flowers that was in the bouquet. Red roses, white roses. And we're going to show you guys how to make potpourri using, this is how you make a keepsake memory box with flowers from a wedding or a funeral, in this case a funeral. And we're going to make potpourri, and we're going to decorate these boxes.
And we trying to figure out who's going to get what box.
I'm going to get this one.
Because it got little decorations on it.
Because it's your dad. You get the big box, you get more potpourri.
And then it got a little lock on it, you guys. I want to show you that. Got a little lock on it.
Mine does
and
too.
This is cheap. $10. We got the box from Dollar General. Okay? And it opens up. Okay, so first show them, open up your box first, then we'll show them all the stuff we're going to put on it.
It was actually $13.74 for everything, for the 2 boxes and the different stickers.
So we're going to put stickers on the boxes. So we got 2 different kind of stickers.
4 different kinds. And also we have a metallic paint marker that's $1.75 as well, so she can write daddy or I love you or whatever. I might not use it because I have this from his bouquet, which is grandfather, so I'm probably going to use that with this. So.
And you will, so this is what you're going to need. If you want to do a box, you're going to need a box. You can go to 99-cent store, Dollar General. You will need some really heavy glue, okay? You will need some glue. This is what we're using today.
If you're going to do anything like this. You can also go to Walmart or any arts and crafts store as well.
Mm-hmm. And so she's using the glue because she's going to put that on hers. And let me just keep showing you the different flowers. We're going to make potpourri. So that's okay. And I think
we'll show you the rest after we show you how to dehydrate them.
Yeah, because we're going to dehydrate them and so they can smell good. So I just wanted to give you an idea of the flowers that we're going to use. And we're sipping on a little something here.
Tito's.
All right, so we're gonna make this for my dad, little keepsake. So let's move the flowers out the way. So we got our boxes.
I need that.
You need that?
Yeah, here's. And with these, maybe we should have got some stickers because you can actually cut this if you wanted to. But you do this how you want. So I got this.
Okay, so what she was saying, that you need to, I'm using these stickers. You can get any kind of stickers you want. Actually, she picked these out because I was tired to get out the car. So that's what happens when you don't, But they're cute, though. So I don't know what I should do, you guys.
You have a big box, so you have a big choice.
So.
Should have got some scissors.
I'm going to put some... I'm going to put these on mine, on the top part of my box.
And I just thought I had some scissors.
Do I need to stick? Oh, I can just stick these anywhere?
Yeah. Any way you like. Be cute.
And I've never been an arts and craft person, you guys. So I just wanted to keep those flowers because they were,
And I had learned the lesson. I had a cousin that died when I was in high school. And I had kept her flowers. And I had hung them upside down and wrapped them with saran wrap. And they got really bad. And I was not able to save them. And so I wanted to do something different this time around. And this was the idea. I actually got to get some scissors. So I'll be right back.
Okay. Let me... Welcome back, you guys. We had to get some scissors, y'all. You know, we had a little sip, so.
Well, I thought I was gonna be able to get a big box as well, so.
Well, so far, I just want mine to be kind of like girly, you know. So I put a lot of these on here. I'm gonna let her have the rest of these. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a couple stars on mine. Okay, and since you want a big one.
I'm actually gonna use the gold, and you're gonna use the silver because it goes better with your.
Look, I want to go.
But it doesn't go right with your thing.
Okay, I want to decorate mine.
We'll finish using those.
Look, look. Did I go elementary on her? I want to decorate mine.
And I turned it to the teacher, trying to take control.
Oh,
Typical Aries me. That's the only child in me. I don't know if y'all know I'm her only child. I'm her worst nightmare and her dream come true at the same time.
oh my God, a blessing and a curse. Look.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my best friend though.
So I'm just gonna. I had to cut this down a little bit. It was like a bouquet, and it said like loving husband over here, loving grandfather over here, and loving father over here. But somebody had grabbed the father, but luckily they didn't grab the grandfather. And I just had to cut it in half because my box is small. So I'll show you guys the end results.
So
I'm gonna put the glue on the back now.
can you pass me the scissors, please? Now what am I gonna do with this?
You can just cut them up in strips or cut them up individually, however you choose. And you put in place, and you could cut them strips.
Oh man, I want to put loving father here.
Oh, this is what your metallic paint marker is for.
Oh.
That might, if you want to try to spell it, I don't think that's enough to do all that. Spell all that with that.
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this.
Cut it up, like I said, either in strips or individual, and put them around the
Be patient.
sides. I am being patient.
This is a hard day for me, you guys. And I needed some I need some therapy. You know, and I'm telling you guys, this is therapy.
I love arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts, read, all that stuff it's gonna help me. Look, your girl is going through it. Okay, I had to bury my father today. It was crazy.
It was crazy seeing him in that casket like that. Reality didn't hit me until I seen that, and he looked really good in that piece, but he still didn't look like his full self. But I guess you wouldn't, you know?
But he did look at peace, but it's just a trip because, see, what really bothered me, you guys, and you know I'll keep it 100, is just that, you know, my father, I love my father, he loved me, but he didn't raise me, you know. My mother and father divorced when I was little. So, you know, I didn't live with him, you know, although I was there for summer and holidays and I was always around him, you know, and stuff like that. But he didn't raise me. So it was just hearing the grandkids that he did raise, because he met
kids.
Yeah, well, really the grandkids, because she didn't get up and say anything, but because when he married, you know, he had married into a person that already had kids.
5.
Yeah, so, you know, he, you know, was there, you know, and I feel like the stepchild, you know, just in a sense that.
And he was a real grandfather to them. He helped one of them go to college, and that was hard for me to hear too. I had to fight jealousy, and it had just taken the fact that my grandfather was a good man. But I'm like, dang, I struggled in college, and there was times I called and asked you for help. I couldn't get it, but I see why. You was helping them be great, and God came through. Him and my mama was my support system.
And it was just hard to hear because he has a granddaughter, and to hear all the things that he did for those other kids, and I just felt like, well, wow, you know, we was just, you know,
non-existent, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. You know, it just seems like, after everybody had left, I was talking to one of the owners of the gravesite. And he asked me who I was, and I said I'm, you know, his daughter, and his first child, and
His
he was
only
like,
biological child.
yeah, his only child, but it biological don't even matter now because it's the love, it's the care, it's
Right.
all that, and I think that hurt me. But he was like, wow. I was like, well, I was his first. He had me really young. He had me at 19. My mother was 17. They were young, and they were married. Look, I ain't no bastard.
Me
Look,
neither.
so they were married, and then they divorced, and then when he did finally remarry, he remarried with someone who already had kids, and then he was with her like 37. I mean, for years, and so they got a piece of him
That we didn't get.
I never had, and it was just hard hearing how people get up and hearing how he talked about them a lot and really proud of them, which is good. I'm happy for that. It's just, it just kind of, I just felt, how did I feel?
It's so. I can't. It's hard to explain to hear them say he always, for me, as his only grandchild, who definitely graduated from college and did good things. Hearing other people say how much he talked about the step grandkids and how much he was proud of them and how much he loved them, it made me feel hurt. It made me feel left out. Made me feel forgotten. But at the same time, it made me happy that he was happy. Definitely was happy that he was there for them, and so it's nothing like that at all. But it definitely hurt. Like, wow, I don't know what it's like to have a grandfather, and he never spoke about me. I wonder if people even knew I existed. A lot of people was asking me who I was, so it makes you feel left out. It makes you feel almost unloved and undervalued. You have to fight those thoughts and fight those feelings, because in reality, it also touches back to when men and women separate and the guys, they move on and start new families. This is what happens when they don't know how to balance their new families with the children they already had. So it goes hand in hand. It's deep. This is somebody, 30, 40 years later, she's a grown woman with a grown daughter, and this is how it's affected. Now he's passed, and he did not get a chance, and that's good that he had this bond. Biological doesn't mean anything. But at the same time, God only blessed him with one child and one grandchild. That's bio. He doesn't even know us. He
like he should.
Like he should, which means you don't know somebody. You know who we are. You spend holidays with us, but you don't know us. You wasn't out there bragging that your only granddaughter went away to college and overcame obstacles and graduated in exactly 4 years. Not on drugs, don't have any kids, doing well for herself, living on her own in LA. No one even knew about me. No one knew about your daughter who has worked really hard, built a career for herself and a home for herself. All they knew about was the boys, which were his step-grandchildren. It makes you feel left out. It makes you feel forgotten, unloved. You have to question, was there love there? No, I know there was love there. You go through that. And it's sad.
And I did have a relationship with my father, but, it could have been better. It was just that it seemed like his, the other wife, because he was with her so long and bonded with her children and grandchildren so long, that when I came around, it was more like,
almost like I know when we would come around, it felt like they didn't even want us around. Like, why are we here? And honestly, I love my grandfather. I'm not speaking ill, but sometimes it felt like he didn't even want me around. So I will call and ask to speak to Papa. They'll say, who and who is this? These are the grandkids he raised. Like, they didn't even know who I was. And he would sometimes act like he didn't want to be bothered. So just almost like we're intruding. We're intruding on their family, and their time, and their space, and their dad, and their granddad. So it was definitely a lot of mixed feelings today.
It was. And I had a good relationship with my dad. And men
gotta stop doing that. Y'all gotta stop getting these new families and forgetting about the other ones. Your kids and your grandkids should still be involved, should still be coming around. You don't just have a new family and start fresh. That's not how it works. And I said that before. It just seems like, it's so easy for men to move on. And when whole fresh family. And then it's like they forget about the first child. You know what I'm saying? I went through that. You went through that. And I know my father loved me. We laughed. We had a good relationship, but they had something from him that I never gotten. Because he actually raised these kids. And they know what it's like to have a grandfather. And, my relationship with both of my grandfathers is, Well, I could say my dad's dad. I really don't know him at all, but it just they had a granddad. They got to spend his last couple years of life with him.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get that, although I do live in LA, so that's partly on me. You know, he didn't come see me graduate from high school, college, junior high, nothing. But he'd been to all their graduations. If he would have came to my graduations, he would have been proud of me too.
It was hard. It was hard because we knew him too. We had a relationship with him too, but it wasn't as we got older.
He came to see me get baptized when I was 18, though.
We got older, our relationship was like my dad was. We would go out, you know, or he'll come here and I make his favorite dish, which was gumbo, because I got the recipe from my papa. You know, his dad was, you know, my father, he is Creole. So my grandfather would make gumbo, and so I had the recipe. My mother, he taught my mother how to make it, and she passed it down to me, and I was close with my dad. I was very close. We would laugh. But I guess it hit home seeing.
But also, you did touch on something. Y'all always went out. It was never at his home that he made his family and life with. It was always out at your house, at a restaurant, at Joanne's house. You know, it was never.
Because she didn't make me feel comfortable sometimes.
And then y'all just went with the flow.
Yeah, he did too, to keep issues down. You know, the wife was like, wanted it to just be her kids, her grandkids. I wasn't, you know, it just, she made me feel so.
And you know, and a lot of women probably that's watching this might know, sometimes when you're the new wife and the new kids, you are intimidated by the ex-child and the ex-wife, especially because my grandfather still to the day he died loves my grandma. And if he, you know, and he regretted not being with her. So
he regretted a lot of things that happened with them, with my mom and dad.
And so the new wife is intimidated by that. So she wants that life and that home to be her and her man's house with her kids and family they built. So that's what that was. So we weren't there, really allowed there. Like when I was little, I'll go over there. I would sit in the living room by myself because that's their family. And it wasn't a place for her and her offspring and my grandma's offspring, and she felt like we were intruding on her space. And so there's a lot of women out there who are the second wives and the new wives who might feel intimidated that way. So we definitely be good to get some input on why she's always been like that. You guys never argued or fell out or anything, so that'd be a good thing to ask your viewers.
Yeah, and I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, why does she hate? She said, because you was born, you know.
Right, period.
Too deep, you know, because he was born, so.
What are you doing?
Oh, that's yours? You know, and you know, and I she didn't mistreat me, but I definitely felt not from my dad, but from her, I definitely felt the unwantedness, if that's even a word, of me not. She get on my nerves, you know. You know.
But what's some input from some of your viewers on? If they were, you know, in that position, maybe they could give you some insight on why that was.
If you guys if you are the second wife or
third or fourth, some cases,
or if anything, leave a comment. You know, because like I said before, a lot of things that happen to us when we're younger, it affects us in life as we get older. You agree? It affects us. We bring it on to our. This is kind of cute how I did that.
You gonna do the sides? You got a couple more
okay. Look, I'm talking now. You know, but you know, it affects us. You know, and I'm telling. I mean, I was happy, you know, to see my father. He's at peace, and I was happy to see that someone loved him. They really loved him.
Yeah.
But then I felt like, on another hand, I felt kind of cheated. Like, wow, that should be me. You know, my daughter graduated from Clark University, Atlanta.
Clark Atlanta University.
Oh, I said it backwards?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, and almost done with a master's, you know, so I don't know. It was just hard, you guys. And
here you go.
My stepmom didn't console me. And when her daughter went to console me, she kind of stopped her. It was like, you know, I don't know.
Well, let's not drill in that. It's just, I was glad that my pawpaw was loved. And I was glad that they appreciated it. It was grateful because And I'm glad that one of the grandsons acknowledged that they wouldn't have had the life they had if it wasn't for my grandfather. So I am grateful for that. But it does give you a yearning in your heart that thoughts that I've always had, I'm sure she's always had, that we pushed in the back of our mind just to be happy to talk to him and, have the time we had with him. And then once he passed, we realized we would never ever see him again. And we realized the time and stuff we really lost. You gotta take the sticker off.
I did.
It really made you get that yearning. And I had to fight it because they truly loved my papa. And they was there for him and they needed him to be. So, but he bragged a lot. That's all I ever heard people say. Oh, he talked about how much he loved you guys so much. I'm like, now one person came up to me and said, oh, he spoke of how much he loved you, spoke of how much he was proud of you, spoke of how much he liked you. None of that. And so he told me those things. He told me he loved me. Mm-hmm. He told me he was proud of me, but he never told nobody else. And now I'm starting to wonder if they even knew he had a granddaughter.
They did. But don't cut all those because see, look what I did right here. I want another one like that.
Oh, you can just well, here you go.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do.
And here the rest.
But other than that, I like to go deep. This is a good topic. And, being the second wife is hard. You guys have to realize being a second wife, you have to realize he did have a past. He does have, we can't wipe out that first child. It's not fair. It's not fair. And
it's a trickle effect. You wipe out the first child, now you wipe out the grandchild of that child. It's a ripple effect.
Yeah, and you carry it on into your adulthood. I'm living proof of that. My father was a good man. He has a weird sense of humor like me. That's where I get the weird sense of humor from. And we laugh, and he's always, if I needed him, he's always there. I mean, he was a good man. I don't mean to go on and on, but I really do want to talk about, when you get in relationships with people that already have had children, please, you guys, it's not those children's fault that they were born. And it's not the children's fault that you're the second wife. Okay? And you can't wipe away who that child is. Okay? Even though you have this man now or this woman now, they also had someone before you. You know what I'm saying?
No matter how much you don't want it and don't want to see it, no matter how much it makes you mad to see that other child, if you love that person, you accept their child. Mm-hmm. And that person ought to be an adult enough to not allow no one to do that at the same time.
So I finished putting all the little decorations on my box that I want. Now I'm getting ready to use this. I'm going to write loving father because he was a loving. My daddy was my friend. Okay, I love my daddy.
Very generous.
He was a good man. He was so funny. I guess I felt a little certain type of way when.
Of course, that's and anybody would. As a grandchild, I did. So I can only imagine how you felt, and I go through that now with my dad and my actual half siblings. They're not even step siblings. They're his children too, and I go through that because they had a dad, and I didn't. And he's clearly closer to them, so I can only imagine how you feel when it's not even his own kids.
Yeah.
Because I go through that now. I have to fight that urge now. And I hear my dad talk about his son and his daughter, then he catches himself and say, "Oh, I mean your brother and your sister." My dad does that to me. Well, my daughter this, my son that, and I just be quiet.
Because he didn't raise you, and
right.
And so he raised them, so it's a different bond.
Right.
It's a different bond.
Top.
And it's like that's what we're lacking in our life. And do you think that maybe sometimes women get into relationships because of so you're my daughter, right, and you're younger and you're from that, you're in your 30s, so there's other viewers out there that might be your age. Wouldn't you think that you when you get stuck in you want to get into relationships fast because you have this emptiness?
Yeah, I don't go through that personally, but I know a lot of people do. That very first abandonment of a man, that's their father. So they're always chasing that comfort, that protection, that feeling of being loved and wanted. And they can never be single, can never be alone. Some women are promiscuous while trying to find that love. And some women are in abusive relationships and won't leave because they feel like they have that love of a man that they didn't have as a child from their father. And a lot of people don't even realize that's what it is. That's the psychology behind it. They're just doing it subconsciously without even realizing it.
And that's why it's important for young men when they have children to stay in contact, especially their daughters. Our daughters, you know, they always say, "Oh, boys."
Sons too, though, because you don't
The
want your
sons
son
too,
growing
but
up
I was.
mimicking his mama because he ain't got no daddy.
Well, yeah.
Now you got, you know, your son don't even know what the example of a man is, and so now his role model is his mama, and he, and all this. So it's you need to be in your children's lives regardless as a black father.
Yeah, because you know, daughters need their fathers just like sons do,
Right.
in a lot of, you know what I'm saying. So
This is my box for my grandpa. Well, I call him Papa, and I had to cut that, you know, trim that down to fit that on their grandfather, which was from
let's
his
make it a little
bouquet.
closer. Bring it a little closer.
Which was from his bouquet. I had to trim that down. I don't know if you remember. It was a long ribbon at first, and here's the trimmings. And I just put like some little stickers. This is the front, the side. So
You look like your side a little crooked there.
it is, and it's off too. Cause I didn't put nothing right here, but I'm gonna write Pawpaw right there with the metallic marker. I've been itching to see how this works.
Okay.
You
Okay.
wanna do first?
Well, you do first. Let me see how. Look.
You mess up yours. I'm mess up mine.
So you know that's my daughter. You know that's my daughter.
So
Okay, show them how
this
it
is what
looks.
it looks like. So it's a paint marker.
Let me
Smell
smell
good,
it.
too.
Let me smell it. Smell good. So put it to the camera and show them what it, yeah.
Just a little $1.75. And this is the tip of it. So you can, it's like a little paint tip. You know, and the people with kids and stuff, y'all know that this is new. They got the little paint tip markers now.
And if you're just tuning in, remember, if you just, you know, we hope you watch it, till the end.
Right.
We are making potpourri out of the flowers, the bouquet flowers that was sitting on top of his casket. So we're making potpourri. A potpourri box. Now, you guys, you're gonna need. Now, what are they gonna need? Now, we're gonna tell them the process.
Well, let's get to that point first, because right now I'm trying to figure out how to work this.
Yes, ma'am.
So shake well with cap on, twist and pull to remove cap. Depress tip several times until paint flows. Okay, so I'm going to actually do that inside of here. And I'm just going to press several times. Okay, here we go.
Now show them what it looks like.
So now this is a metallic silver.
So first it was that yellow color. Then as you kept doing this,
tip.
you kept doing that.
I had to depress it.
Can you write on mine? Loving Father? Please. You know I'm going through something right now. Look. Look, y'all. Look. What are you writing? I love Papa?
Right. But that was private that I was keeping to myself. So, right, loving Father.
Loving Father, really pretty. Loving Father. Look, like she can. Oh, I like how you did that. Oh. How did you learn how to make those? Loving. You did Loving. Okay.
Well,
Look,
if you from my generation, we all know we used to use markers and stuff to write on our binders and to write letters to our friends. So that's all.
Oh. Okay, I like that. You know, I wish we had some. Oh, we don't need any glitter, huh?
I was gonna get some. I didn't know if you would like that or not.
No, what if I didn't want that on there? But that is cute, though. Oh, I like that. Okay, look. So I put Loving Father on mine.
You gonna do put hearts or something on the sides? You did on the side of the box. So he's gonna leave that blank.
You make me a nice heart right there.
Okay.
Look, girl. Make me a nice heart. Because the second part of this, we're getting ready to do. What are we getting ready to do? Dry?
We are gonna make some potpourri. We're gonna show you how to do DIY potpourri. Right after these messages and all.
Look.
Well, I'm gonna let you shade it in. You want to shade it in yourself?
Yeah, just make it. Just do that. And I don't want to shade it. I want it to be thick.
All right.
Okay, and then do the other side. Okay, I like that. I might put a little. Oh, I didn't use up all my little things, huh?
You can always go get more.
Okay. And then make, oh, I like that. Look like a, oh, it looked like two.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what she did, you guys. She made me a heart like that, a thick
Not
one.
perfect, but
I mean, look, we've been, And then she made me a double one. So, I mean, it's so surreal, you guys, because me and my father was close, and we had our own thing. You know what I mean?
the gumbo thing.
But not just
My
that.
box is really small. You gonna take all the potpourri?
Well,
It's cool. It's your dad.
look, here we go. We get ready to get into it. Look, because I didn't tell you to get the small box, though.
That's all they had left, and you wanted the big box, so I gave it to you because that was your dad.
No, but I didn't pick it out because I was sitting in the car.
Right. So you guys, they only had these 2 boxes left, and I asked her which box she wanted. She said the big box.
That's not what I
and then
said.
she said, well, which one do you want? After she said the big box.
I didn't.
And I said, you can have the big box because it's your dad.
But I didn't say I wanted the big box.
It's no big deal. I'm not tripping. I'm still going to have my memory box and his flowers from his funeral.
But I didn't say I wanted the big box, though.
And she is going to get all her daddy's flowers. Not all of them. There was some left. But she's going to have. It's pretty deep, too. So that's going to be cool. Whenever she feels sad, think about her dad, take out a flower and cry, wipe her tear with it.
I wonder, you know what I should do? Because I got that extra program. You think I should? Oh, no.
You can line it and glue it with this.
Or I could put his picture right here.
Yeah, with this glue.
So I'm thinking I'm going to put his picture right here. Now, the potpourri is going to... Now, what do we need? We're going to dry the potpourri.
Okay, so we're going to lay the flowers out. Because she keeps saying dry the potpourri. We're going to dry the flowers on a pan. And I got to go play with her oven. It might be for 350. It might be for lower. Depending on the type of oven she has. I haven't used it in a long time. I think it's new.
We will show you what it looks like on the
And
pan.
we're going to use essential oils to just put on there. And we're going to use lavender and lemongrass. You guys can use any essential oil you like. I personally love eucalyptus. That's my favorite. Tea tree I wouldn't put on potpourri. But eucalyptus is good. Lavender, lemongrass, they have citrus, a whole bunch of different ones you guys can use. But we're going to use lavender and we're going to use lemongrass.
That's what you want to use. She said, I personally like, what if I wanted...
Well, she's not into essential oils. I got to game her up.
Okay, so you're going to... So what we're going to do, we're going to get the flowers prepared on the pan, and we're going to show you the pan.
We're going to put our essential oils on it.
And then we're going to show you the oils, and we're going to show you how we're going to put it in there. We're going to we're going to show you step by step.
Right.
Okay.
And show you the after.
But first, I just want to make sure you guys like my little box. So it is going to go in this box, you guys. Look.
As a keepsake. Now, this is a keepsake you can do for anything, any event that has flowers. Whether you got flowers on your prom night, on Valentine's Day, at a funeral, at a wedding.
Yeah.
Anytime you get flowers, you want to remember that moment and have a keepsake. You don't even have to, buy a wood box. If they would have had those cardboard cute boxes, you could have got that.
You could have got that.
And painted, whatever you want to do. And it's a nice little way to keepsake flowers, and they always have that memory.
Yeah, today was a good day.
It was bittersweet. I got up and spoke. I didn't think I would cry because I knew my papa. I wasn't as close. I wasn't really that close to him like I would have liked. But we talked on the phone. He came to my baptism, so mainly we just talked on the phone though. And I would see him at family get-togethers. But it really bothered me seeing him. And it was like, wow, he was only 72. It was like, wow, this is real. My papa's really gone. He's not going to be able to see me get married. He's not going to meet any of my children. So, yeah, you got to really appreciate your family while they're here. And don't take them for granted. I always took for granted that I had my grandparents. With all my other friends, their grandparents and parents are older. I was like, oh, I got my grandparents. So now I'm one grandparent short. And I learned I need to really get closer to my grandparents. Well, I probably won't get close to my grandma, but my nana, there's still an opportunity for that. My dad's mom, so I'm definitely going to work on that relationship and start getting to know her more. And I know her very well, but I'm going to start hanging out with her as an adult.
Yeah.
Going to brunch and stuff like that. Spend time with her.
It's just important doing that, you guys. It's
and I'm
important.
spend time with you too, mommy.
Look, so we're going to prepare all this stuff, and we're going to be back, okay? We're going to be right back.
Bye.
It's not bye.
Well, it's bye for now. after these messages.
You know what? She get on my damn nerves. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video and come back with the second part. Okay? Welcome back. So we took all the flowers apart. Okay? These are the different flowers that we put apart. I have preheated my oven to 250 degrees. It has to stay that way to 200 degrees. Excuse me. Your oven has to be preheated to 200 degrees. And then the plants are to stay in for 2 hours in the oven. So we took them all apart. This is what they look like. See there? Okay. Now I have orange essential oil. You can get this from Walmart or you can go to Rite Aid, any health food stores. I'm doing orange flavor.
Or Amazon.
Because I like citrus. My daughter said, or Amazon. I love citrus, you guys. Any flavor that you like. And this is cinnamon. Okay? So what we want to do is drench it in oil.
Maybe not drench it.
Not drench it?
Not too much, but I kind of did. But you could do 10 to 15 drops. I like to put a lot and toss it. So it's really up to your own. But 10 to 15 drops should be okay. But like my mom said, over here we like to drench things. But if you want to have less smell, 10 to 15 drops is perfect.
Okay, you guys hear that? So 10 to 15 drops is what the recipe requires. But me, I love potpourri and I love the smell. So I put a little bit more. And again, it's the oils of your choice. Okay? So again, this is orange and this is cinnamon. Okay? And so once you put the oil on, you want to toss it. Give it a good toss.
And then put another layer on after the
Make
toss.
sure it's all in there really good. Give it a good toss and make sure all the flowers are just, they got the oils on it. Okay?
And it's essential oils, you guys.
Essential oils.
And you can use eucalyptus, peppermint, lemongrass.
Lemongrass.
Lavender. Citrus flavor, any one you want.
Get it all on there.
We went with cinnamon. Cinnamon is an excellent potpourri. Trader Joe's sells cinnamon brooms at Christmas. So cinnamon is just really good for potpourri. So that's why we went with cinnamon. She loves citrus, so we had to get an orange. They didn't have citrus essential oils at Walmart when we went, but they did have orange, which is in the citrus family group.
All right. So now that we got that out the way, I'm going to place this in the oven. It needs to stay in 2 hours. Once this is done, we're going to put it in the box on camera. But stay tuned. I cannot wait for the end result.
200 degrees at 2 hours.
All right. One moment, you guys. Right. Welcome back. Our potpourri have been cooking for 2 hours. Now, depending on how many flowers you get, depends on how long. Now,
and also how much essential oils you put on them.
Okay, the essential oils. Okay, see how dry they are? And the house is smelling so wonderful. These are all the potpourri and it smells so good. Now, we are going to place them in our box. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. And you hear how dry they are? And it smells so good.
Yeah, it smells, the whole house smells good.
This is so wonderful. Your homemade DIY potpourri.
Remember, this is a keepsake potpourri, but you can do your own potpourri. It doesn't have to be a special event. This is just, for us, we are using special event flowers, and it is a keepsake potpourri. But remember, you can just do this on your own, period.
And if you just want to just do it on your own, you can. But we're doing keepsake because this is flowers from my dad.
His funeral, his bouquet.
And it smells so good. This is potpourri. Look, she's taking all my big ones.
No.
Okay. And then here's my lock. Look at my box, you guys.
I'm going to show you all mine in a minute.
Loving Father. This is the designs I put on it.
Open yours back up, Mom.
And then what I'm going to do is
Let's put the rest of this in here.
Okay, let's pour that in. I'll use my...
It's hot.
Okay. What I'm going to do is right on this, I'm going to put my dad's picture right there.
And maybe you could show them the glue again.
Well, they seen the glue.
Okay.
I'm going to put my dad's picture there.
And maybe you could show them the box after the picture.
Okay, that's enough. Just pour it in.
Okay, sorry. This is my first YouTube video, y'all, so forgive me. Although some of the ideas we do go over together.
And that's my potpourri box, my keepsake box. See that? Homemade potpourri. This is a keepsake box.
DIY potpourri.
DIY. And then this is my daughter's grandfather. That's what she did on her front part.
And this came right off his bouquet.
And then this is her designs. You know, and then what she's going to do is, that's her helping me open. She want to see, well, all right.
And this is what I got. Mine is actually kind of deep as well.
And then she's going to put a picture of him right there when she gets home. Oh, gosh. You guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, share, like, and comment. Give this video a thumbs up. There we go. And I hope you guys enjoyed this.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Okay, so I hope you guys have a nice evening. And until the next video, peace.
Rest in peace, Papa.
Rest in peace, Daddy. Peace.
Peace. And stay sucker free.
She's been watching my videos, y'all.